Greetings. So, at the general demand of the public, I decided to make a cooking video. No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna make a video about what I eat in a day, what we do in a day, and even though the title will be carnivore keto diet, I don't really believe in labels. It's just for the sole purpose of showing you what I would eat in that concept. But my diet is pretty diversified in the sense that I don't want to adhere to a certain group. I just want to do what works best for me. And by the way, hello. I don't want to put my bed head on the interwebs because that would probably blow up your screen. It's morning and yeah, it's into my hair. Like, I don't wake up beautiful and refreshed like most people, so my hair is a mess. There you go. But I do want to show you what I drink in the morning for hydration. I don't per se have a breakfast, but I do have very good revitalizing drinks. So usually my hubby makes me this whole big thing before he goes to work, so I have it when I wake up. It's basically electrolyte water. Sometimes there would be a lemon inside, sometimes no lemon. There's always going to be some ginger. Where's my ginger? We always add some ginger, and I just basically drink it throughout the day. If I don't finish it all in the morning, I'll just drink it during the day. Also, some mornings, I won't drink the whole thing, and instead, and this is something I learned on vacation when I was in Turks and Caicos, young, fresh coconuts. I used to just go up to the next neighboring land and find a whole coconut tree, and then I'd take out one coconut, I chop it up and just drink the water inside, and it's really revitalizing. It has a lot of electrolytes. It has a little bit of sugar, but I mean, for the morning, it's just amazing and perfect. So I'm gonna chop it up and drink it this morning. I do it several times a week, not like every day. But I thought to myself, what would you eat if you were on a deserted island in a survival situation? And I had those fresh green coconuts, and I'm like, okay, so this must be our natural diet. Like, we're supposed to have these coconuts and drink from them because it's clean water inside and it's electrolytes and it's refueling. So that's a great choice. So I drink that in the morning, those two options. And like I said, I don't really have breakfast. That will be a little bit later on that I will have my first meal. On carnivore's diet, the most important is actually you need to fast a little bit. So fasting actually helps your system get rid of the toxins, bacteria, the parasites, and everything. When you fast, you basically concentrate all your energy on rebuilding your body instead of digesting. And so, you know, the diets that say, oh, you have to eat 5 to 7 times a day and you have to snack a lot. This is actually super detrimental for you. Me, even without a gallbladder, basically when you don't have a gallbladder like I do, your bile keeps dripping into your system constantly. It doesn't like go into the reserve sac of a gallbladder. So I constantly have bile dripping into my guts. But for that reason, I need to have small quantities of something and something. Hence, I have coconut water in the morning. Later on during the day, I'll have small snacks. But in total, fasting is the most important thing you can do. It's called intermittent fasting if you do it like basically 1 or 2 meals a day. 1 meal a day would be called OMAD, 1 meal a day. It's not really a diet, honestly. It's how you're supposed to eat in the nature. So yeah, this is what I do, and let's proceed with the next step.
Inside
So after my morning rehydration, I like to make myself a little warm drink. I either have an assortment of teas, which I will show you from here. I have a ton of teas, so I make myself one of these teas, or I make myself something a little extra special. And this is gonna look like a vegan video, but the reason why I'm not using raw milk or just any milk is because I'm extremely intolerant to milk and dairy. Now these lovely poisons, I can digest quite well. I hate soy. Soy should never be used. But these little bottles of poison are still okay. So it's like I don't make that every day. I'm just making this for the purpose of this video because I do have it several times a week when I want something warm in the morning and something milky, but I'm really faking it because I really would love that to be milk. So yeah, I make basically a matcha green tea latte, if you like to think of it that way. The only animal product that I'm actually really needing and adding is the, hope you see this well, the grass-fed butter. Hold on. Alright, so grass-fed butter. And just for a little bit more flavoring, because all these are actually sugar-free, okay, so I don't have any sugar in that, and it's perfect the way it is. So I usually add a little bit of vanilla extract, or not together because together they're nasty, or some peppermint extract, depending how I feel that morning. And we also have the ground cinnamon that I can add sometimes. I like to use this milk frother to mix everything in, and at the same time it actually warms it up, so it's a warm drink at the end of the spinning process. So today, which one should I use? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The size of the almond, so I'll use the almond today because we'll pass the almond first. It's hard to hold the camera and like pour this in. This is like, okay, so that should be enough. Next, I'll put some matcha inside. Should really put this on a tripod. Maybe you'll see better. Ta-da! A scoop of matcha. This is mainly for energy. One thing about teas, okay, we'll add some vanilla. One thing about teas is that you should not drink too much tea. Like I'd say 1 a day maximum, because they tend to remove minerals out of your body. And you should not drink tea while you're eating something because it prevents the actual absorption of your nutrients. So I'm making this little bit of poison just because I like it. It's purely, you know, for flavor and because it reminds me of morning coffees, and I cannot tolerate caffeine much, so we're going with this. I need to find myself a knife now to cut this thing with my one hand. A little piece of butter, it's all we need. Okay, so I've added everything inside and let's get it going. What do carnivores people keep in their fridge? Well, let's take a look if my fridge looks like your fridge. We're gonna start with the top, just because. In here, this is not food for me. This is actually little worms for my fish, so we're gonna skip that. This is my husband's cheeses, because I am lactose intolerant and I cannot process dairy, but he has some goat cheese. Here we have some grass-fed sausages or hot dogs. or polished kielbasa. We have 2 packs. We have some uncured salami. We got fruit. Oh my god, I eat fruit. Those are actually Asian pears. They're very, very good for hydration, very low in sugars. So I have maybe, I don't know, 3 a week. In here we have some, well, it's in Russian, but I do believe it's sardines. We got some caviar, lumpfish caviar. This is all from Russian store. If we go down, we change continent. We have some chicharrones. This is basically fried pork, brims and fat and skin. Next to it, we have some bacon, product of Canada. It's no reduced salt and there's no sugar in it, so that's that. We have amazing stuff here. We have duck liver pate, mousse de foie gras. It's really good. We have some free-range eggs, nearly over, so we need to get more. There's my favorite eggs. This is what I eat. It's duck eggs. I hope you can see it well. Duck eggs. The kombuchas, it's for when we have guests, because I don't drink it. It has way too much sugar and it gave me crazy candida in my gut, so no thank you. But it's been there for some months. So then we have grass-fed steak. We got 3 unfrozen. We're letting them age a little bit. This bottom section is my dog food, and plus she has most of the freezer also for her. So we have some pig ears, we have some chicken, in there we have some pork, some beef, some everything. On this side we have more of her food, a giant bone that she's gonna probably eat today or bury it for the day. It's actually a pork bone, so she eats that in like 1 hour or so. And we have the pickled stuff, which we eat. We have some kimchi. Pickled stuff is really good for your gut. It's like a good probiotic. We have baby dill pickles. We have raw sauerkraut. Very, very good. What's in here? In here we have basically grass-fed butter all over. These cheeses is just when my husband wants to make like a cheeseburger. I don't really eat it. Yet again, baby carrots. Also, it's fermented. And here we have some different sauces, some that I use for cooking, like yellow curry. This I really like with my steaks. It's like pickled vegetables. I'll show you the ingredients. I hope it's not in Chinese. Hold on. Hope you can see the ingredients. There you go. So we have some ginger juice. It's really sugary, so I haven't really drank it. At the bottom we have all the milks, my little poisons, because I cannot have real milk. We have some lemon juice. He likes that. I like real lemons if ever I have some. We have some pesto. That's most of this stuff is not really mine. The olives, more pickles, more sriracha. At the bottom here, it's actually all my tortoise food. So all the greens are for the tortoises, not for me. And in here we have some ginger that I like to put in my morning water. And this has to be cooked in order to be processed by your body. So never have raw garlic or raw onions in anything. You're gonna kill yourself and give yourself an indigestion. It's gonna kill off every good and bad thing inside of your gut. So don't do that. So that's what my fridge looks like. It's just a normal fridge with more meat, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so we did a few of our chores already, and now it's time to take Stella out for her daily walks, because she gets like 2 a day. We should go hiking actually. I'll take her to a nice little spot in the forest just to run around a bit before we go to the vet, because she has an appointment this afternoon with the vet. Nothing serious, she just needs her rabies shot because she's my little hunter and she likes to just like go after animals in the wild when we hike. So
in case one of those little animals is infected with rabies, well, we'll have that covered, and we'll get her checked out to see how she's doing. She's obviously still sleeping, but yeah, okay. Stella, mwah. She doesn't like kisses. No kisses. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, I usually don't walk around with a selfie stick out in public because I find it's a little vain and weird, but just for the purpose of this video, I guess I'll take my selfie stick and we'll go walk in the bush together. And yeah, so see you on the other side. We're just on the outskirts of Montreal in a place called Angel Woods. I'm taking a trail that's a little bit more calm. There's less people. Some dogs she doesn't really like, especially if they're small, so I try to avoid situations where she runs into dogs she wants to eat. But she's okay with like dogs like huskies and like hairy big dogs. She likes hairy big dogs. Here's a little stream. Montreal right now is flooded actually. A lot of areas in the west are flooded, so there's a lot of meltwater basically going everywhere. Stella's a very special female because she marks her territory pretty much everywhere. Everywhere she smells another animal, she's gonna go and mark her territory. Fun times. Like I said in my previous video, she's 5 years old. Doesn't look a day over 1. I couldn't go on a big adventure today because we have a vet appointment in about an hour. So yeah, just to give her a rabies shots and vaccination. I don't do all the vaccinations on her, just like the important ones. I don't like walking her on leash because her pace is much faster than mine, so I prefer taking her hiking. Preferably to remote areas, but living in Montreal, it's kind of hard to have remote areas, so several times a week I try to take her out of the city to different areas. Like last weekend we went to the Adirondacks, which is in the state of New York across the border. We hiked some mountains. I find it's much prettier there, the nature and the trees. So yeah. In Montreal, like the forest is very thorny and wet. I find personally, it's very condensed forest. Like if you look, if there was no path, like good luck going through this. And more the area is like wet, more there's gonna be thorn bushes. So yeah, don't wear leather pants. Actually, yeah, just don't go in there. There's a hidden tipi somewhere in Angel Woods. Maybe on another video I'll show you where it is. I think she heard something. There you go. Oh look, everywhere you go there's McDonald's. There's McDonald's trucks everywhere. Let's come closer. Stella, you want some macaroni? Wait, I'm coming to it. I think this could be a McDonald's factory. Who knows? You try to be in the nature and McDonald's just follows you everywhere. At least she's enjoying herself. That's good. She'll get her wiggles out before we're going to the vet, so hopefully she'll be quiet. She's mommy's a little monster, so. So much McDonald's. Wow. Not an easy task to walk here. At least there's no thorn bushes. Oh look, there's a tree that fell down. I actually went into the thorn bushes just to show you how long those thorns are. And if you get caught in this, just, yeah. I don't think there's a single living soul that ever walks through this stuff. very dangerous. And I'm just here standing in this. Pretty scary. Alright, just got back from the vet with Stella. So she's doing great, and we're going to give her her first meal. Some duck wings. You want me to take it out for you? Here you go. Go for it. She likes to eat it in the sun, so. There you go. Alright, let's go feed me. Alright, so I'll be making me an egg and some bacon and some grass-fed steak. Let's do it. First I want to cook the egg. Oh, it's a duck egg, by the way. First I'm gonna make a duck egg, and then I'm gonna prepare a grass-fed steak and a few slices of organic bacon. Alright, now we're gonna add some bacon. I do the bacon before the steak just to grease up the pan a little bit. And I don't really like my bacon crispy. I like it still alive a little bit. All done. The supper's ready. So a duck egg, 3 slices of bacon, a grass-fed beef steak, and some kimchi, just because I enjoy kimchi. It's good for flavor. And yeah, there you go. I'm going to eat it now.